Romero. It's all about old man strength and, well, 44, hey, maybe the new 30 as Romero gets ready to face Davis here tonight. Let's go to the numbers, John.
Go to the numbers. Look at that 78-inch reach compared to 72.5. Yoel Romero is a guy who always is able to step inside. We'll see if Phil Davis can use that reach to keep him on the outside.
The wait is over with the official introductions for the Bellator 266 main event. Here is Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bellator MMA live on Showtime from SAP Center here in San Jose, California. The time has come for the main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvelli, Chair, Executive Officer Andy Foster. And now, first introducing the blue corner. At 6 foot, weighing in 205.4 pounds tonight. In his Bellator debut, he enters with 13 professional victories, 5 defeats, 11 of those wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, he hails from Pinar del Rio, Cuba. Introducing Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. At 6'2", weighing in 206 pounds, the former Bellator light heavyweight world champion as a professional stands at 22-6, and he too with 11 finishes to his credit, 6 by knockout, 5 by submission. By way of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, he fights out of San Diego, California, Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis. In charge, your referee, Mike Beltran.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business, let's go.
Phil Davis's record 13th fight in Bellator MMA light heavyweight history. Yoel Romero at the age of 44. How much horsepower does this Alpha Romero have left? It's the main event.
Right, gentlemen, first round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Head on, let's go.
Bell in round 1, the former light heavyweight champion Davis in the red gloves. Yoel Romero in his first fight here in Bellator MMA, returning to the 205 division in the blue gloves.
One of those unanswered questions is which Yoel Romero are we going to see? Are we going to see the guy that comes out and is explosive like he was against Paulo Costa, or the guy that just waits like the guy that fought Israel Adesanya?
Of course, with so much at stake, a potential opportunity to, well, become next in line following the Grand Prix. Semifinals, October 16th in Phoenix, Arizona, and of course, with Romero, known for those explosive bursts. And for Phil Davis, so many tools, so much talent, so much experience. And yet he said he needs something to motivate him. Yoel Romero motivates him, and he promises to be more aggressive. In fact, he said that this could be a one-round fight. I don't know if he was serious.
This could be a one-round fight, but you're seeing right now, Phil Davis, look where his right hand's at. He's very calculated in his stand-up. That right hand is right up by his chin, protecting him. Good defense there. He knows that Yoel's got a very powerful left hand. He's cautious. That's called being smart. Take your time and feel things out.
And Romero, well, he is known for bringing his vaunted power into the third and final rounds many times, into the late portions of fights.
Yoel is known to start slow. That has been part of him throughout his career. And then as things happen, where his big knockouts come, is usually in the third round.
His last fight stayed slow.
It stayed slow the whole time.
Inside calf kick scored by Romero, the southpaw, now back to orthodox. Davis checked that kick.
Davis being very cautious right now, just throwing sometimes 1-2 because he knows how explosive Yoel can be. He doesn't want to fall in any trap.
Number 3 ranked Phil Davis, who again has faced the current champion Vadim Nemkov twice, including challenging for the title in the Grand Prix in his last fight. And for Romero, 44, year and a half on the sidelines, moving up to a way more comfortable weight of 205.
You know, we talk all the time about people moving up in weight, the 205 for Romero. Look, no one's going to be any stronger than he is. No one's going to be any faster than he is at this weight. At 185, he was fast. He's going to be really fast in the 205 division when he explodes. So it's a great weight for him.
He had issues making weight at 185, and again at this stage of his career, and you know he's all about challenges. A new lease on his MMA life here, and jumps right into a loaded light heavyweight division as they try to collect that data, try to figure each other out, and Romero,
oh, just almost right there.
under a minute left in the first. Davis goes downstairs. He's known for his kicks, and they exchange kicks, and Davis doing a good job of checking some of those
Very
kicks.
nice check on that kick. That did not feel good for Yoel. A lot of different looks Yoel's giving him different angles, different stances. But Yoel is not really being offensive. He's not throwing a lot right now. He's letting this round get away just on the fact that Phil Davis has landed better kicks and a little bit more volume with his hands.
Davis fighting out of Azteca San Diego Boxing Club and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Romero representing American Top Team as we go to round 2. Big John McCarthy, how do you have it on your unofficial scorecard after one round?
Unofficially, I've got Phil Davis taking that first round 10-9. Just not enough output in any fashion from Yoel Romero. You're taking a look. He hardly threw anything as far as what was landed. Not a whole lot by either guy, but at least the leg kicks that Phil Davis was throwing landed, and a lot of them were checked by Phil Davis when Yoel Romero was throwing them.
Bell in round 2. Romero landed 12 of 24 strikes in the first frame. Davis landed 9 of 45. And in the kicking department, Davis a perfect 6 for 6, while Romero went 9 for 14 in that first frame. And no...
Someone on that thing does not understand when a kick gets checked, you don't give it credit.
Hey, I'm just reporting the numbers. Numbers don't lie, John.
Yeah, guess what?
Oh, 1-2. Executed by Davis, and the counter left by Romero.
Very nice body shot by Phil Davis, going to the body with the left hand. You've seen Yoel Romero, very high guard.
Romero swinging wildly.
Very high guard, that's opening up his body. Phil has seen it, that's why he's sometimes going there.
Romero, a former Olympic silver medalist in wrestling. Davis, a former NCAA Division I national wrestling champion. And of course, it's an MMA cliche. 2 credentialed wrestlers are throwing down. And wow, Romero stuffing the takedown attempt by Davis.
He stuffed that easily, too.
Taking himself off balance with that sweeping left hook, but then going to the textbook 1-2, splitting the guard of Romero. Romero, high guard like you mentioned, John, not returning fire.
Yeah. One thing you'd want to see out of Romero right now is when Phil starts to come in and he's landing those shots, stepping in. You got to counter that, make him pay.
There's a 1-2 in the right cross, lands for Davis.
Phil Davis needs to start stepping that up from a 1-2 into a 1-2-3 and then 4.
Romero trying to defend like big George Foreman. And it's Davis, though, with the footwork, putting the pressure on Romero before Romero comes forward, pushing that left hand into the face of Davis. A lot of feinting by Romero, not a lot of offense. And when he does throw offense, wild and off balance.
Yeah, a little bit off balance there, trying to land with some power.
You don't say. Romero trying to land with power, my man.
Romero does such a good job, though, defensively of just rolling and moving his shoulders, letting the shots, they'll touch him, but he's taking the steam off of the shot with that roll.
Can't get that. Davis almost off his feet, but you're right. Hit the target. And now Davis on the back foot, backing up and then coming forward with a three-punch combination, but doesn't score. There's an inside low kick by Romero, but then Davis lands a 1-2, and then the body kick, and that right cross definitely caught the attention of Romero.
Romero can give him the faces, but those shots landed, and they landed with power.
And Romero, as we mentioned, knocked out just once, stopped once in his career, and it came at 205. While Davis, he has never been knocked out or submitted. As durable as they come in the sport of MMA.
Both of these guys are so durable. Out of all the fights between the two, only one stoppage.
Pace beginning to pick up with 60 seconds left in the second round. Jab to the midsection by Davis.
Got an NC2A champion wrestler, an Olympic silver medalist, and we've had one takedown attempt.
As I mentioned, it's a cliche, right? When two credentialed wrestlers meet, expect a striking battle.
That's it.
Romero starting to loosen up, both of them sweating as they exchange fire. Center of the cage, less than 30 seconds remaining. And Davis gets the takedown on Romero.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talk about the differences in wrestling between the Olympic silver medalist and the NCAA national champion.
A lot of people are going to say that, Yoel Romero, he's an Olympic silver, he's a better wrestler, he's got better credentials. But the style of wrestling is different. Freestyle wrestling that Yoel Romero is used to compared to folk style and top game that Phil Davis is so good.
And he ends the round in top position. MMA wrestling, different thing. George St. Pierre mastered that aspect of his legendary career as we get set for the third and final round of this light heavyweight main event here in San Jose.
All right, gentlemen, third and final round. Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Handle, let's go.
Round number 3. And it definitely appears that the engines are revving up. Much better pace in that second round. Big John McCarthy has Davis ahead, 2-0. So for Yoel Romero, at least according to BJM, he's going to have to deliver one of those third-round knockouts that he's known for, or finish submission if he wants.
Well, we've seen him do it many times, so it's not something that is foreign to him. He can definitely do that. But he's a big close rounds, but little differences are saying to me, Phil Davis is the guy that's winning the round.
And Romero's never scored a submission. Davis has never been finished. Intriguing final 4:15 here at the Shark Tank.
See, this is the Romero you want to see in the first round, though.
And Davis gets another takedown, almost moves right to mount, and now has Romero's back. Romero has never been submitted in the scramble. Romero feeling the heat from Davis. Third takedown of the fight.
And he's got him up with his back on that cage. Nice knee to the body by Phil.
So wrestling does play a factor thus far for Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis, who told us at the fighter meeting that he would go to his wrestling. And he is doing it here in the third and final round, muting the fearsome offense of Yoel Romero.
Beautiful job by Phil Davis in showing fight IQ and, hey, I can take you down and I can keep you down where you can't hurt me. This is a great opportunity for Phil Davis right here to just put some good shots on Yoel Romero.
The Shark Tank has been the friendly confines for Phil Davis. He is 4-0 in this building and now attempting to go a perfect 5-0, looking to spoil the debut of Yoel Romero.
Phil Davis on the ground. He's got a beautiful setup for his Kimura. He's got a great setup as far as an arm triangle and anaconda choke. He's got really solid submission.
Oh, he's got amazing submission skills.
Nice elbow by Phil. Quick, sharp, slicing elbow.
Phil Davis has fought the best of the best. He's been to the top of the mountain here in Bellator MMA. His record, 13th fight for the promotion in light heavyweight. Good reversal by Romero, getting back to his feet where he hopes to deliver high trauma in the final 2 minutes.
Outstanding use of the underhook to get himself back to his feet by Yoel.
Level change by Davis, but this time Romero able to thwart it.
He's trying to get his hands together. He finally does, and here comes your takedown.
Take me down to takedown city.
Phil Davis has never had this many takedowns in his last 3 fights combined.
Amazing. And he mentioned it. He talked about it. There's been frustration in the fans of Phil Davis that he hasn't utilized his great wrestling that often, and you would think again against a guy like an Olympic silver medalist, but a 44-year-old former silver medalist, and Phil Davis continues to treat Yoel Romero like a newborn baby treats a diaper, John.
Right now, he's utilizing a skill set that he's had for so long, and he's doing a great job of taking Yoel sometimes.
Nasty knee strikes to the ribs.
Working himself to his feet, but then getting dropped back down. Nice ribs, just keep on hitting with the knees. A nice attack by Phil Davis.
Phil Davis was in a state of limbo heading into this fight, standing between gatekeeper status and, of course, a man who's defeated him twice, the champion, Vadim Nemkov. Phil Davis has put together a successful game plan. Romero desperate to try to create separation, desperate to detonate a Cuban missile, but Davis is giving him no space whatsoever in order to operate.
Hard to get a big knockout when you have no space between you. Yoel Romero in a position right now. He's got to try to separate. No time left.
Phil Davis, Mr. Wonderful, has to feel wonderful about his performance in tonight's main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your 3 judges. Your first judge at cage side, Ron McCarthy, scores the fight 30-27. He sees it for Davis. Your second judge, Jaron Vallel, scores the fight 29-28, scoring it for Romero. Your third and final judge at cage side, Michael Bell, scores the fight 30-26 for the winner by split decision, Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis.
Even Yoel Romero knows that the decision should have been academic.
Wait, you're a monster.
Great respect between these two warriors, but I told John McCarthy, The decision should be academic, but this is MMA. One judge giving it to Yoel Romero. Hey, the night belongs to Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis. A perfect 5-0 here at the Shark Tank. Let's go to BJM.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the winner, Phil Davis. Phil, that was a beautiful performance. You kept building on each round. There was no way that that was a split decision. That was an easy win, unanimous decision for you. How are you feeling going against a guy with the power of Yoel, the style? How are you feeling right now?
Man, he's a monster. I felt that power more times than I wished I had tonight. He's an incredibly powerful fighter.
When you talk, one of the things that you were doing very well, I thought, is he started hitting you with leg kicks, but then you started checking him, and he actually slowed down. Could you feel that when you were out there?
Yeah, I felt that, and it didn't quite give me enough security. You know, I felt like he was in the end of the second round, he was just starting to slow down just a tad bit. So I felt that's kind of what I felt, not necessarily the checks, but.
All right, I gotta tell you, I'm always talking to you about wrestling, and you have this wrestling ability. Phil, are you gonna wrestle? You told me, John, I'm gonna wrestle, I promise. Let's talk about the third round, because you took him down 5 times in that fight.
Whew. Yeah, gotta use the wrestling. God bless wrestling, best sport in the world. And you know what, John, I got something I want to share with you. 6 years ago, I was making my Bellator debut right here in San Jose. And I absolutely forgot. It's one of my biggest mistakes ever. I forgot to encourage one of my best friends, training partners, roommates, teammates at Penn State. He was in the hospital with cancer, and I forgot to encourage him. He ended up losing his battle with cancer. Now, I want to rectify that moment by just saying that my mom and dad are tremendous. They are everything that I wish the mom and dad could be, and they're just wonderful. Last September, 2 weeks before my fight with Lyoto Machida, my mom calls me and tells me she has malignant breast cancer. So she had to go and get that taken care of. Exactly 3 days later, my father told me he had aggressive prostate cancer. And then 2 weeks later, I had to fight the Dragon. And I really had to dig deep in a number of ways. And I just want to say to my mom and dad, they're still, by God's grace, they are still here. My mother's in the crowd. My father's at home staring at the TV crying. I love you guys, and I cannot do this without you. You guys are amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Phil Davis.
Wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. One more thing. It's always been my honor, my pleasure to leave a party before the lights come on. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to take this moment to thank everybody that works for Bellator, Scott Coker, everyone that makes this traveling circus happen. I absolutely love you guys. I love fighting for you guys. Thank my sponsors. If you've never been through a pandemic, which I suspect all of you have, if you're an athlete, it's incredibly hard if you don't have sponsors. You don't have any money coming in. Very difficult time. So I want to thank all my sponsors. I love you guys, and I couldn't have made it without you. Last but not least, my beautiful wife, I love you, and I thank you for always supporting me and chasing my hopes and dreams. And to my 2 boys at home, PJ and Teddy, I told you I was going to rock it like rocket fuel. What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen who are on your feet, give it up for Mr. Wonderful, Phil Davis.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.